where will the endless tour take us this time? In magical, historical and contemporary Luxembourg. To visit the historical Grund. Explore the vineyards of Domaine Mathis Bastian. Sleep in the colorful Sofitel. And learn about Luxembourg's importance in the European Union. Hop on the endless tour, with your like, comment, share and subscribe. Luxembourg, officially the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, is a country in the center of Western Europe, with a population of 630,000. Its official name is no match for its size, as it is 82 kilometers long and 57 kilometers wide. Luxembourg is governed by a mix of parliamentary democracy, as the nation is the source of sovereign power, and constitutional monarchy, as the monarch takes the constitutional oath before the representatives of the sovereign nation, when acceding to the throne. The center of governance is at the Grand Palace of the Duke of Luxembourg. The palace is an impressive building, built in the 16th century in Flemish Renaissance style. Today the palace is the official residence of the Duke Henry and the royal family, who are descendants of the royal family of Belgium. Visit the palace to watch the changing of the royal guard, a medieval custom that continues to this day. The Grund is the old city center of the city of Luxembourg, located at the valley on the banks of the Alzette River. The scenery here is unique and it makes you feel you are at the scene of a fairy tale. The rich cultural and architectural heritage of the Grund placed it under the protection of UNESCO in 1994. Descend to the Grund from the small cobblestone streets. Discover the enchanting tranquility of the historic buildings. Relax to admire the surroundings on the stone bridges. And enjoy the heights of the upper new city of Luxembourg. The quiet and picturesque Grund is one of the most charming and authentic areas of Luxembourg, with the atmosphere of a small village, in contrast to the skyscrapers that rise around it. The Bock Casemates is an underground defense system of tunnels, spanning 17 kilometers around the old city of Luxembourg. The tunnels were dug by the Spanish conquistadors in 1664, and served as a shelter for more than 35,000 residents and soldiers during the Second World War. The Bock Casemates is an important monument for the history of Luxembourg. Visit the tunnels for an atmospheric journey in time. Through crypts, impressive stone staircases, and different levels reaching down as far as 40 meters. This is how you will discover the turbulent history of the old city, which due to its small size, was called the Gibraltar of the North. I always look into my travels with an eye for relaxation, so I will quickly show you my hotel. Sofitel Luxembourg. The Grand Ducal, with its elegant glass facade and modern decor, combines impeccable comfort with panoramic views of the old town and the Grund. Its central location, the friendly staff, the ambience, and the pastel-toned rooms keep me coming back. Join me on the 8th floor to enjoy our cocktails at the observatory bar, with a bold style that perfectly matches the giant windows that frame the amazing view below. The Notre-Dame of Luxembourg is the only cathedral in the country. Its construction began in 1613, and was completed in 1621 by Jesuit monks to serve as a church for their college. The cathedral is built in Gothic style, with many Renaissance and Baroque elements. Inside, the temple is really opulent, with luxurious stained glass windows, modern sculptures, ornament reliefs, and bronze gates. Above the altar is the small statue of Virgin Mary and the Child, framed by colored stained glass that attracts the light and the visitors. It is now time to get familiar with the taste of Luxembourg with a trip far away from the capital. The train station of Luxembourg is the city's main train and bus station. The 315 bus will be taking us south, at the area of Remich, right at the border between Luxembourg and Germany. We come here to visit the organic vineyards of Mathis Bastian, a family-owned wine company that has been producing wine in harmony with nature for more than 4 generations. Their white wine stands out in taste and aroma. Fruity, high in quality, with elegance and finesse. Enjoy it with all your senses. And with the knowledge that Mathis Bastian cultivates the vines with sustainable tactics and respect for the environment. Is there anything better to choose? We will now go back to the city of Luxembourg to see our final destination, the Kirchberg Plateau. The Kirchberg Plateau is one of the 4 official capitals of the European Union, along with Brussels, Frankfurt and Strasbourg. The area is dominated by European Union institutions and organizations, such as the European Court of Justice, the European Court of Auditors, the European Commission, and the European Investment Bank. Nearby, there is the Museum, with its distinctive glass roof, the Fort Tungen, and the building of the Philharmonic Orchestra. Museum is the National Museum of Contemporary Art, with a permanent collection that includes works by Andy Warhol, Bruce Naumann and others, and was designed in such a way that Fort Tungen, a part of the fortress of Luxembourg, could be preserved unchanged. The Philharmonic Orchestra's building that opened in 2005 is my favorite place to listen to music and meet with my friends. Its architecture is dazzling. 823 thin white columns protect the glass facade. Behind the facade, the visitor finds 3 different halls that can accommodate over 2,000 spectators. But the true vanguard of this space is the free concerts, community initiatives and activities that make culture accessible to everyone, even prisoners or people living in health institutions and hospitals. Speaking of accessibility, Luxembourg is the first country worldwide to do what's right and offer its citizens and visitors a free public transport system. So let's hop on the tram, just as you hop on the endless tour with your like, comment, share and subscribe, and go back to the Grund. We will visit Am Tiermchen, a Luxembourgish restaurant with a long history. I'll have my favorite dish, knedelen with salmon, but if you don't like salmon, you can have it with pork. Geli Fra, the Golden Lady of Luxembourg, is a war memorial dedicated to the thousands of volunteers who served in the armed forces during the World Wars and the War of Korea. She stands tall and proudly places the laurel wreath on the nation's head. This is where the country's national motto fits in.
Wir willen bleiben wat wir sind.
We want to remain what we are. Luxembourg is a European country with a rich past and a golden future. In this strong beating heart of Europe, I learned to honor the past with its great intervals and its cultural intersections, but also to hope for a bright future. What do you think of Luxembourg? Would you like to visit? Keep traveling with me in the endless tour. Like and comment on this video, share Luxembourg with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Watch more from the endless tour, here.